Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and before I get into this video, I'd like to take a minute to talk about Sid Haig. He passed away last night and everything. I just want to say that he's one of my favorite horror actors. I love everything I've seen him in and everything. I loved him when he was on Batman, and I love him in House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects especially. Those two are probably my favorite movies of his, and I loved him in Jackie Brown, and there's a bunch of movies that he's in that I absolutely loved him in and everything, and he's going to be sorely missed and everything. So and he happens to be in this movie in a small cameo and everything, so but I'd like to dedicate this video to him and everything, and may you rest in peace, Sid Haig. Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2007 movie Rob Zombie's Halloween. The movie is written and directed by Rob Zombie, and this movie is half origin story, half remake of the original movie. The first half of the movie is pretty much Michael's origin story, and it kind of like shows his background and his family and everything. His mom's a stripper, his stepdad is a drunken loser, and his sister is not extremely friendly to him and everything, and one day he just cracks and everything. He had been killing animals and stuff, so there were like signs that he was kind of crazy and everything. And then a bully that was bullying him earlier in the movie, he follows him on the way home from school and like beats the living daylights out of him. It's really brutal, but in a way I'm also kind of like, well, he kind of did get what he deserved, because he was a really bad bully and everything. But it's weird seeing that character being the bully and stuff, because he's played by the guy that played Judy in Spy Kids and everything, so it's weird seeing him play a bully and everything. But yeah, after that, Michael goes home and he's wanting to go trick-or-treating because it's Halloween, but his sister Judith, instead of taking him trick-or-treating, wants to stay home and have sex with her boyfriend. So since she wants to have sex with her boyfriend, he doesn't get to go trick-or-treating and everything. So he ends up using duct tape and taping his stepdad Ronnie to the chair that he's passed out in, and he slits his throat, and then he kills Judith's boyfriend, who is kind of a jerk to him and everything a little bit earlier in the movie. And then he goes and kills Judith, and then of course gets taken to Smith's Grove and everything, and his mom is trying to still talk to him and stuff and everything, but when she realizes there's not going to be anything to cure him or anything, she ends up killing herself and everything. And then fast forwards to 15 years into the future, or it might be 16 years in this version, but in this version he's still in the Smith's Grove. Dr. Loomis has decided to retire from being his doctor and everything, and a couple of security guards rape this girl in Michael's room, and he makes all these masks and everything, and they're like messing up his masks, and it makes him mad and everything. He kills both of the security guards and breaks out and everything, and he kills another security guard that's kind of like a friend of his, kind of has been nice to him and everything. He's played by Danny Trejo, and that scene was kind of sad, because he's like, I've been good to you and everything, and he still kills him. It's a sad scene, but it shows how brutal Michael Myers is in this movie and everything. But that rape scene was completely unnecessary, and one of the worst things about this movie to me. There was no reason at all whatsoever to have that scene in the movie. It's in the unrated version. I don't think it's in the rated one, thank God. But I don't have a way of watching the rated version, because I do have it on DVD, but it doesn't work, so I have to watch my Blu-ray that's only the director's cut, unfortunately. But that scene is hard to watch, and there's not really a reason why it needed to be in there and everything. And then the rest of the movie is pretty much a remake of the John Carpenter movie, but it does do things differently. Like the climax is different and everything. He like really doesn't give up on trying to get Laurie and everything. It's really brutal and everything, the kills and stuff in this, and he even kills her Laurie's parents. One of them's played by Dee Wallace. I can't remember who played the dad, but they were both pretty likable characters. They weren't in it a lot, but it was still sucked that they died and everything. And then he kills Linda, who is one of Laurie's best friends, and kills her boyfriend Paul, or Bob, I mean, and kills Annie's boyfriend Paul, and almost kills Annie, but she doesn't die, thank goodness, because I actually really like this version of Danny, mainly because she's played by Danielle Harris, who I really like. Like I said in the other ones, I really like her as Jamie Lloyd, which I do like her better as Jamie Lloyd, but I do think she's really good as Annie in these movies and everything. And this is just a really good remake. You know, I love that we get an origin for him. I know a lot of people are like, he doesn't need an origin, and I completely understand that. I can understand why people don't really want there to be an origin for Michael Myers and everything, but it doesn't really bother me on this movie. And the cast is all really great, for the most part. Malcolm McDowell plays Dr. Loomis, and even though he's not as good as Donald Pleasance, which, I mean, why would he be? I still thought he was pretty good. Sherry Moon Zombie plays Deborah Myers, and I think she's pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like her, and she's not really one of the best actresses, I'll give you that, but I did like her as Deborah Myers, though. Hannah R. Hall, who played the young version of Ginny in Forrest Gump, plays Judith. I don't know why I said Hannah, I guess because her name's Hannah. But I thought that was pretty cool, getting to see her as an adult and everything. She doesn't really, you can still kind of tell that it's her, but she does look older. I mean, which, of course. Yeah, Christina Klebe plays Linda, and I think she's pretty good. And William Forsythe plays Ronnie, and I think he does a pretty good job too. Ronnie's not a very likable character, but I think he does a good job playing him. And then there's all kinds of awesome cameos in this. Like I said, Danny Trejo and Dee Wallace, and then and Brad Dourif plays Sheriff Brackett, which he's more of a supporting role, I guess. But he has a much bigger role in the next one, which I'll talk more about that when I do my review for that one. And then, of course, we got the cameo from Sid Haig, which was a really cool one. He's just the cemetery caretaker and everything. But I still thought it was cool getting to see him and everything. And even though Malcolm McDowell did a really great job as Dr. Loomis, I think it would have been even cooler if they would have had Sid Haig play Dr. Loomis. For some reason, I think that would have been even better. But Malcolm McDowell did a fine job and everything. Scout Taylor Compton is really good as Laurie and everything. I like that they kind of made her a lot different than she was in the original Halloween and everything, but she still has that innocent personality that Jamie Lee Curtis had brought to the role and everything. I like that about it. And Tyler Mane is awesome as Michael Myers. In fact, he might even be my favorite portrayal of Michael Myers, because he's just like really brutal. He's like really tall and bulky and everything, and he was just great as a character. I prefer him way more in this than I did as Sabretooth in the X-Men movies. And Dig Farsh plays the younger version of Michael Myers, and he was really good too. He's one of the things about the movie that I loved a lot too, because he did a really good job making the younger version creepy and intimidating and everything, and also bringing an innocence to the character at the same time, if that makes sense. But I really love this movie, and I love Tyler Bates' score. He does a good job recreating John Carpenter's score through the second half of the movie. I love that about this movie and everything, and I think that he did a good job on that. And I think the cinematography in this is really good too. But I absolutely love Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's actually one of my most favorites in the Halloween franchise, and everything. So, but I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It probably would have gotten a full 10 if it wasn't for that rape scene. That's the only thing that really took it down for me. I mean, nothing else about the movie really bothered me that much. The brutalness of the violence didn't bother me that bad. The dialogue didn't really. I actually like the dialogue. I think he has interesting dialogue and everything. He isn't Quentin Tarantino or anything, but I still think it's interesting and everything. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. I know I'm in the minority here. I know a lot of people don't love this movie. I know it does have its fan base, but I know a lot of horror fans hate this movie and everything. But I think it's a really, really big step up from Halloween Resurrection for sure. And I think it's a very good movie and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.